You can never be able to succeed and create wealth like you desire to so do if you do not understand the power or the importance of becoming a man or a woman of excellence. Excellence is a key thing in as far as success is concerned. Excellence is a key thing in as far as creating of wealth is concerned. Anybody who desires to become a powerful entrepreneur or become a successful professional person or even become a powerful minister in as far as ministry work is concerned, you must understand the principle of becoming a person of excellence. Now, today I want to talk to you about 4 noticeable things that you find in as far as a person of excellence is concerned. Now, a person of excellence, number 1, is a person who is consistent in good behavior, is consistent in good manners, consistent in good attitudes towards people and towards responsibilities. I like that. A person of excellence, one of the things that you will notice about them is that they are very consistent in terms of their behaviors. They are careful about how they behave and how they relate with people. They are very careful in how they conduct themselves, their mannerisms. Mannerism basically means when they are seen in public, they will live a certain life. They have a certain ethic in their lives. They have a certain style in their lives that actually tells people that this woman or this man is different. They have a certain way of behaving when they come around people. You will not find them getting caught up in some behaviors that are very embarrassing or behaviors that are not becoming for a man or a woman of that caliber. You will not find them in places they ought not to be because they understand who they are and where they are going. You will find that they are very consistent in terms of how they deal with people and how they take responsibilities in as far as their life is concerned. Whenever you give a person of excellency a task to do, whenever you give them particular responsibilities, you will find them handling it with a lot of respect. They will handle it properly and they will handle it knowing that whatever it is that they're doing has a certain value in as far as their life is concerned. So that is the first thing that is very noticeable in as far as men and women of excellence is concerned. The second thing about a man or woman of excellence that is very noticeable is that a person of excellence stands out everywhere he goes. He doesn't fit in with the crowd. He stands out everywhere he goes. This is a man that you will notice that whenever or wherever he is, you will always see them being out in terms of standing out. Now, does not mean they are outspoken. They will not necessarily be loud and trying to make noise or trying to make themselves noticeable. No. In fact, a person of excellence will not even put on colors that are making them be seen by other people. No, that's not what we are talking about. But what we are basically saying is that this man or this woman, because of how they look in as far as their life is concerned, how neat their life is, how well organized their things are, and how they have been able to manage themselves, you cannot miss them when they are within a crowd. These are people like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These are people like Daniel that you find in the Bible. These were men and women who were known to be exceptional in everything that they're doing. You could not easily ignore them because whatever they were doing was always exceptional. Whatever they touched to do was always outstanding. What made it outstanding is because of how nicely it was done. It is because of how well it was done. They were careful about everything they were doing. They were careful about the details of everything they endeavored to do. The only way you can become exceptional, the only way you can become outstanding, the only way you cannot be mixed up with the rest of the crowd is when you become exceptional in everything that you're doing. You become detailed. You become somebody who is just different from the rest of the crowd. You know, whatever job you're doing, you do it in such a nice manner, you do it in such a neat manner that when people look at that particular thing you have done, they can only identify it with you and nobody else. The problem we're having with many people is that people, because of being mediocres, because of becoming average, they don't care about anything. They don't care about anything. You go to whatever they're doing, they don't care about nothing. I like talking to my pastor friends, and I sometimes tell the pastors, listen to me, pastors. Sometimes where you are not able to attract people in your church, or why you are not able to maintain people in your church, is because of the way you do things in haphazardness. The way you don't care about being nice and neat and being exceptional. The way you don't care about how things are done. But I normally like telling the pastors, listen to me. Whenever people walk into your church building or into your church compound, everything matters. And because everything matters, it basically means everything must be done well in an excellent manner. Everything, including your bathrooms, your toilets, including where the children are meeting, including your compound, everything matters. And that is why it has to be kept well. So what am I saying? A person of excellence, one of the things that is very noticeable about him is that they are outstanding. They stand out from among the crowd. They will not easily mix with the crowd. They will not be people who you will just find them in a mix-up. Why? Because they are different. The third thing that we find about a person, or that is very noticeable about a person who of excellence, is that this is a person who is a positive influencer. In other words, he's sensitive and empathetic to people. And not only that, he's an excellent communicator. Persons of excellence are men and women of excellent communication. They will communicate in a very effective way. Whenever you sit with them, you enjoy listening to them. Why is that so? Because when they are talking to you, number one, they talk to you in a way that you understand. They don't move from complication to more complication. They don't move from one dark area to another darker area. No. They are clear in how they communicate. They are clear in how they talk to you. They are clear in how they handle you. They are normally there for you. The other thing you will notice to them, because of being good communicators, they are also excellent listeners. People who don't listen sometimes are very mediocre in as far as their lives are concerned. People who don't listen, they sometimes find themselves doing things in a very haphazard way. Why? Because they don't take time to assimilate and hear what they are being told by somebody. But a person of excellence, because of their ability to listen, because of their ability to hear what they are being told, you will find the decisions they make will never be haphazard. The things they will do are always thought through well, and because of being thought through well, they make exceptionally good decisions in particular areas or in particular things. A person of excellence will empathize with other people. They will care about what other people are feeling. They become sensitive about other people. They will not just say things for the sake of saying them. No. They will not dismiss people just because they think those people have no value in their lives. No. But they will always be there for the people. They are sympathetic in as far as things they have. But above all, they become very positive influencers. They will lead you into a particular direction. They will show you particular ways of doing things. Why? Because persons of excellence, they know the value of people. And listen, for you to become successful, for you to go higher in as far as your life is concerned, for you to be elevated in ways that are going to be very, very exceptional and where people cannot easily ignore you, you must learn to be a person of excellence. You must learn to know that you are there to give positive influence over the lives of the people. You must learn that people are looking at you and people are expecting to be directed in a particular direction. You have to have that in you. Every day in my life, I know that. Whenever I sit to talk to you on this media of video or these programs that I do, I know I'm influencing you in a certain way. I know I'm influencing somebody in a certain way. So what does that mean? It means that I have to be careful everything I present. So that through my influence, you can be able to say after 6 months, after 1 year, after I listened to this man, my life was not the same again. That's what it is all about. Then finally, the fourth thing about a person of excellence that is very noticeable is that a person of excellence will lift others because he knows that he rises when others rise, when he lifts others. He knows that he rises when he lifts others. As he is going up, he goes with people. He will always tend to always lift people because as he is trying to lift them, he is also lifting himself. What that basically means is that a person of excellence will always create value for people. He will always endeavor to make sure that people's lives are better, because a person of excellence is so concerned about your life that when you succeed, they will succeed. When you make money, they will make money. My endeavor in life, my desire in life is that I can cause you to become such a millionaire, because I know when you become a billionaire, you will definitely not forget the person who influenced you. You will not forget the person who lifted you. So the truth of the matter is, as I lift others, I also get lifted. And as I get lifted, others get lifted. That's how it works. And that's what life is all about. It's not about me lifting myself and being there by myself at the top. No. It's me going up and we are going up together. It's me lifting you, and as I'm lifting you, I know I am also lifting myself. You see, that's what it's all about. And a person of excellence, one of the things you will notice about them, they always desire to lift other people. I have a man in scripture. We find him in the book of Genesis. His name is Joseph. What do we find about Joseph? Chapter 39 and chapter number 40. What do we see? We see Joseph being a dreamer. Joseph is a young man that is ambitious, a young man that is dreaming, a young man that is seeing things which other people are not seeing. Why? Because he was a man of excellence. He was a man, he was a person of excellence. So his way of seeing things, the way he approached life was totally different from the rest of the people. But listen to me, at one particular time, we see Joseph being locked in a prison because of other things that had gone through. You can read it for yourself. I don't want to go into those details, but things happen and he finds himself in a situation where he's locked up in a prison. And while he's in that prison, because again, he's a person of excellence, he's made a leader above all the other prisoners. And then one particular day, an incident happens and some of his prison colleagues, prison mates, one of them was working they were both working in the king's palace, and one of them had a dream concerning a particular thing, and the other one had a dream, and they talked to Joseph. Being a man of influence, being a man who desired to lift other people, he told them what their dreams was all about. One of them, the dream was, when you, in a short time, the king will take you back to the job that you were having. But he says to him, when you go there, remember me. What he basically did at that particular time is that he knew that by letting this man go back to where he was, letting this man go back to his position, something good was going to come out of it. Unfortunately, that particular individual forgot him. But listen, he did not forget him permanently, because after many years of being in a mode of forgetfulness, a scenario came where the king of the land, Pharaoh, had a similar kind of a situation. And this man remembered, hey, by the way, while I was in prison, there was a young man in that prison that helped me. That is why I am back in my position. There's a young man who decided to lift me. He answered my issue. He answered my problem, and he lifted me. That man, I'm sure, can lift you. And guess what? Because of telling the king that, the king said, let me have that young man come to me. The young man was brought to him. The young man was able to resolve the problem that the king was having. And because of resolving that problem, I want you to understand this thing. It's very important. Because of resolving the king's problem, the king made him a number 2 in that land. In other words, this young man called Joseph came and became a boss over this man that had actually gone before him. He lifted this man, took him back to his job. After a few years or a number of years, the same man was used to help Joseph come out of down there. And now not only did he come back to the position, but he went above the position of this man. He became his boss. Why is that so? Because a man or a woman of influence, a person of influence, will always desire other people to be lifted, because he knows when they get lifted, he will also become lifted higher and even more higher. Thank you so much for taking time to listen to the end. My desire for you is that you become a man or a woman of excellence. And remember, let's meet in the field of the millionaires, because I know as you desire to do things well and as you desire to become a person of excellence, wealth will definitely locate you. Wealth will always be attracted to you, and you will become one of the millionaires. Thank you so much for listening to me all the way to the end. Please let me hear from you. Comment. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and do that. And God bless you. Remember, I love you, and let's meet in the next video. Bye-bye.